Good morning, everyone. It's Rose Coleman coming to you live from my craft room here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. It is July 26th. Wow. July 26th, and it is time for Fun Fold Friday. I have had so much fun these past 2 weeks. This past week, playing with the amazing green celebrations of green and gold. I keep forgetting season of green and gold suite, and then last week iconic celebrations. It has been 10 amazing days of Christmas, right? Christmas in July is my series, and you guys voted for a second week, so this is wrapping up my second week. So my second Fun Fold, because we did a Fun Fold last Friday as well, and I'm excited to share this one with you. This card was inspired by fellow demonstrator Dawn Griffith from her website, Dawn's Stampin' Thoughts. I love her projects, and she did this one in a bunch of different DSP and different products. Hello, everyone. Hi, Joy. Hi, Donna. Hi, Pam. Hello, Krista. Thank you all for being here. Hi, Cindy from Indiana. Good to have you with me. Hi, Marianne from Belgium. Wow, all the way from Belgium. Wow. Hello, Tammy from Fort Worth. Hello, hello. Hello, Renee from Portage, Michigan. Hi, Margaret. Oh my goodness. Wow. So lovely to have you all with me. We're going to get started on this Fun Fold, and I think you're going to like this one. It's a very easy Fun Fold, but I still think it's elegant and beautiful. So let's flip the camera and get started on Fun Fold Friday. I'm just putting my coffee down. It's a little cooler. I'm welcoming those cool temperatures here. And I'm in the basement, so it's a little even cooler down here with the AC on. So I've got my thin jacket on, but it's going to be a nice day, I think. And hopefully the smoke subsides. It's already a little bit better here today. Keeping all the people in Jasper and area in my prayers. It is such a tragedy what's happened up there. My goodness, it's just so. They had it on the news last night, and I can't even believe the devastation of what happened up there. So I'm keeping all of them in my prayers. If you're joining me from that area, I am with you. My heart is with you, and I pray. It is so sad, Janice. Yes, I pray that you guys can pull together, and whatever the rest of us Canadians can do to help you, definitely reach out. I'm sure there were demonstrators up there. You know, if you guys are watching and you're a fellow demonstrator, reach out. We are a family. We will help each other. So devastating. Okay, let's get started on this card today, and let's do some crafting this weekend. You guys gonna do you have that on your plans? Do you have some scrapbooking or some card making? Yes, you guys are chiming in that you saw the images. It is so awful. And Americans can help too. Oh, thank you, Janice. Big hugs to you all down there in the States that are our friends south of the border. We all have to pull together because this is, I think this is a global tragedy for such an amazing place to have lost so much, right? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, we will keep going. Try to stay positive however we can and do what we can, right? That's what we do. Okay, let's flip the camera. We're going to make a pretty card today, and let's get started. Okay, I'm going to flip my camera. Thanks for the love and thumbs up, you guys. Good morning, Joyce from Calgary. Good to have you with me. Okay, we're flipping. Are we flipping? Let's flip that camera and point you down at my work surface right here. Okay, there's my host code for the week. If you haven't placed your order yet, minimum $60 gets you these cards in the mail from me. Not cards, but the actual kits, right? The kits will be coming with the cardstock pieces cut. You will need to have your own greetings set. Greetings of the Season is the bundle that includes, I'm actually featuring 2 bundles, right, this week. So this is Greetings of the Season, and it includes these amazing label dies, Greetings of the Season dies, which I think you're going to love having in your collection for all your paper crafting projects. I've also played with the other bundle in this suite, which includes a set of 13 dies. These ones right here, these are the ones that coordinate with the designer series paper. They coordinate with the stamped images over here for the bells and the boughs and the greenery, all of it. Even the holly berries has a die. So I couldn't separate these two bundles. Usually I focus on one bundle at a time, but I had to bring them both into play this week because they really belong together. So I'm not telling you which one you should buy. It's totally up to you, but you will need to have your own stamps to do these cards. Okay, let's get started on this one. Okay, so we have two parts for the card base. So we have Old Olive, this piece right here. I will be copying the measurements, putting them onto my PDF tutorial. It's not a tutorial. The video is the tutorial, but the PDF is a supply list and measurements tutorial, so you can actually have the scudding and coring. Oh my goodness. So let me try that again. The cutting and scoring measurements. Oh my goodness. I never know what's going to come out of my mouth. Okay, so this is the card base here. I believe, well, it is 5.5. This is 4 1/4, and then we've got a side flap over here. So this is, what is it? 6.5 by 5.5. 6.5 by 5.5, and I believe it's scored at 2 1/4. So we've got this flap over here. So that's one part of the card. Then we've got the inner workings of this fun fold card. The card, let me bring in my sample and show you, because I know you guys like to see it ahead of time what we're going to be making. So Dawn called this card a tri-fold hidden door fun fold. So let me just show you what we're making. This is the final product. We've got some shine, we've got the ribbon on here, designer series paper with the gold shine. Oh, I see your love. Thank you guys. We've got the die cuts here, which already punch out the hole. So they're tags, they're die cuts, you can use them for whatever your paper crafting needs. And when we open this, it opens like this. And I've got this is the hidden door right here. It opens like that. So you can sign your message. I left mine blank here so I can write my little message here. What you can also do is, if you want more gift card holders, you can also put a gift card there, like a surprise gift card, and sign your name down here, or you could put a gift card here and sign in here. These panels are all the same size, so you can totally change up where you want to put it. You could put a gift card here if you wanted to. This card project uses, I'm going to be using the Vellum as well as the designer series paper because it is all so stunning, right? You guys like it? Yes, Marianne, you need to make one of these. It's so easy, so pretty. I love it. And we've got some gold shine there. I'm going to share with you this pack of paper, specialty paper, came in the annual catalog, and I love it. It is called, let me bring it in right now. It's called Textured Metallic 12 by 12. It comes in bright copper, gold, and tungsten. So we're going to use this bright gold. It looks hard, Sharon? No, it's not hard at all. Stay tuned. I'll show you. And then we have these two colors. So what did I say again? Let's take that back. Let's see. We got these three colors, and you can see the texture. Can you see that texture on the screen? So bright copper, gold, and tungsten. This is tungsten right here. Look at that. Beautiful shine. So I love these. You get one sheet of each design, but don't worry, in your kits from me this week, you're going to get your pieces already cut. So you can just get that sample of this one, and you'll see how gorgeous this is. Okay, let's get started. We're going to start off here with our Old Olive card base, and I've gone ahead and cut that designer series paper that I've been playing with all week, and we're going to use this piece right here with the gold bells on it, and we're going to just put that on here. Now, any of this paper can be used. You can totally change up this pattern to whatever kind of card. This could be a birthday card, could be a Christmas card like I'm making, or it could be any occasion, right? I love fun folds that can be adapted to whatever it is you need it for. Okay, so this one's going right here. That's pretty easy, right? Okay, so now I thought, okay, I think on Dawn's card, her inside was plain, but I was just thinking, well, I want to bring in a little more of that paper. So I just have a 1 inch by 5 1/4 inch strip of this paper here to pull in some more gold. And then, or you could use the Old Olive pattern if you want to. That would look nice too, but I'm going to use the gold pattern. And we're going to put that down on the back here. So just add a little glue, and I'm going to keep the lid off my glue because I'm going to be using it quite a bit. All right, so this is going to go right over here on the edge. Pretty easy so far, right? Okay, let's bring in this other piece of Old Olive. Whoops. This piece here measures 3.5 by 10.5. On the long side, we're going to score it at 2 inches, 3 inches, 5.5, and 8. Don't worry about writing it down. This will be posted. If not today, definitely by tomorrow morning. We'll see how my day goes if I can get this one on my blog. I'll try my best. Okay, so let's see what we've got going on here. We've got this flap here, which is going to be your front. Then you've got another small score line here, which is also going to be the front of your card. I'm just really reinforcing these good because with fun fold cards, you want your score lines to be nice and crisp so that they sit flat, right? So let's bring in the card and I'll show you how this looks. So this front panel is the one that's going to overlap right here. And then we've got a skinny panel here that I'm going to put designer series paper on. Then when I open up the card, I want to show you the perspective here. So when I open up the card, then we've got our 3 panels that are the same. And in true rose style, I have done something wrong. Okay, what did I do? I don't think my cardstock, maybe this is a quick fix. This is supposed to be 10.5. What have I done? Okay, easy fix. I cut mine at 11. I just need to cut 1/2 inch off. Woo, that was a good one. If I was going to make a mistake, that would be the one that I would want to make. All I got to do is come in here and trim this. It was supposed to be 10.5, and I kept it at 11 inches. Okay, don't do what Rose does, right? Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's how, this is the door that goes like that. And then this goes over. See, this is supposed to be all flush with one another so that I knew instantly I did something wrong. Okay, but you're not going to do it wrong. You're going to be just fine. Okay, let's get the foil. No, we're not going to put the foil on yet. We're going to put the DSP on here. So I've got a little tiny piece here, 3/4 of an inch in width, and what is it? 3 1/4 tall. So we're going to put that down first. So let's get our glue going here. And we'll do that. And look at that. So don't throw away your scraps because you really only need a small piece. 3/4 of an inch, a really small piece of paper, but it really adds a nice bit of shine. Okay, so for the inside parts, these panels here, we need 4 pieces of basic white that measure 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. And I think I need to just trim a couple more. So I got 2 here. Again, they are 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. So I think this one is, let's trim that one. 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. Here we go. So you need 4 of them. Now, if you like to write a lot in your cards, no big deal. You can always cut another piece for the back of your card. You can cut a piece that's 4 by 5 1/4, and you can put on the back of your card. If you like to write a nice Christmas letter, you can totally do that. For me, I think this is fine. This is plenty of room for me to write a nice little note to someone, but that's just a personal preference. And if you put a gift card there, I would be happy to sign "Love the Coleman family" down here. Like that's just me. But if you want another piece, you've got the whole back of your card too, which you can write a nice letter. Okay, now we got that covered. Let's talk about how we're going to do these panels. So these panels, we're going to bring in the gorgeous vellum, you guys. I was showing you this vellum on Monday. I showed you all the parts of this package of vellum. So you get 12 by 12 pieces of this one right here, and it's so beautiful. And you also get this one with the white. It looks like kind of like snow. I don't know if the camera can focus there. There, you can see the pattern right there. I love fun folds too, Bonnie. And then the other pattern you get is this one with the sprigs. And yes, they do coordinate with our dies. You can cut out the dies from Golden Greenery. Let me just show you that. You can use these to cut out these images here as well. So you can cut out the DSP, and you can also cut out the vellum. So there's the Christmas boughs. And then you can also cut this one out. Oh, but there's 2 on here. There's that die, and then there's also this one right here that coordinates with this image right here. So you can cut out the vellum and the designer series paper. So I know, you need it all, right? I hear you. Okay, so what I've done is, these are just my scrap pieces, but what I've done is I have some pieces cut for you guys here. I'll be cutting more depending on how many people order by midnight on Sunday. So we're going to take this vellum, this beautiful vellum, and we're going to grab one of the patterns of each of the styles, okay? So we're just going to do this. We're just going to glue that onto the white, and I want to show you there. I love when there's a pattern on the vellum because it gives you a place to hide your glue. So again, I'll bring back my sample and show you on here. We're going to put vellum, white, vellum, and then white on the back side, okay? So vellum, white, vellum, and then white. So this is my pattern that I'm going with. So let's just flip over the vellums. Vellums. Is that the proper way to say plural, vellum? Okay, so we're flipping these over and we're going to put the glue. I'm going to put the glue on the pattern, okay? So that's the trick. With vellum, it is a little tricky with glue because you can see through it. I would not go around in a rectangle because you'll see that through the clear parts of the vellum. So I'm just going to strategically put my glue in some spots. Now you don't need to anchor this down in 50 million places, right? But I'm just going to put some little dots on the patterns and you won't even see it. It's a little trick, a little vellum trick. So we're going to put it here and here. Let's anchor down up here. And I think this is going to be just fine. Okay. So again, these are just, so my squares are my rectangles, sorry, are 2 1/4 by 3. So these pieces here are only 2 by 3. So you're going to get a ton of these out of your sheet of 12 by 12 vellum. So again, the white is 2 1/4 by 3 1/4, and the vellum is 2 inches by 3 inches. So let's go ahead and put that on here. When you put it on the white background, it just makes the image on the vellum just pop, right? It just pops right out. Okay, so that's done. Let's bring in that piece here, and we're going to put, let's see, what did I do? I did the Christmas boughs on this side. I did a white here in the middle, and then I did the other image right there. So basically, we're just going to flip these 3 over, and we're going to get our glue on those, and then we'll do some stamping. I haven't stamped anything yet. We're playing with the beautiful images on the vellum and the designer series paper so far. So pretty. Okay, here we go. So let's go ahead and glue these pieces down. One right here. Gluing them down. So when you get your card kits from me, it's not going to take you very long at all to put these together, because imagine this is all going to be cut for you. And then, of course, you'll get the PDF with the measurements and the scoring and everything. So if you like this card style, you're going to be able to make a bunch of these, as many as you want. And there's really no right or wrong way to put this on because the patterns are all going in different directions. So I love that. It's not a directional vellum. Okay, so there we go. We got that. Now we're going to go ahead and close that door up. Now, this is the part, this is the white one where I want to do my stamping, right? So from the Greetings of the Season stamp set, I like Christmas cards, the traditional ones that say Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, right? So that's what I'm going to bring in. And you've got so many different combinations, permutations with these stamps here. You can spell pretty much anything. So what I've done is I put Merry Christmas on this block, 2 of them on the same block. And on this block, I have and Happy New Year, and a Happy New Year. Okay, let's see. We're going to just bring in, I'm going to bring in Old Olive. We're sticking with the greens because that's the name of the suite, the Season of Green and Gold. So we're going to use all greens today. And we're going to stamp Merry Christmas right there. And then we're going to go ahead and just stamp and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Now there's no but if you want to write that in, you could do that. Okay, so there we go. We've got that. Now I kind of fudged it a little bit. So guess what? You get 2 pieces, 2 sides, 2-piece cardstock. So let's do this again. Okay, Rose, you're excited. I get it. And you're wearing a white jacket and you got an ink pad here. So be careful, be careful, be careful. Okay, so stamp straight down, straight up. All right, that's good. Now let's do it with this one as well. Straight down, straight up. Okay, that's way better. And let's move that ink pad off to the side so I don't put my arm in it. And then we're gonna just put our glue on the back. 2 sides to a piece of cardstock. I always say stamp first and then stick, right? And that's the reason why, because if you make a mistake, you can flip it over and you can fix it. Okay, so there's our greeting. Lovely with the greens. Okay, so now we can go ahead and put this down on our card base. Okay, so let me bring back that card base like this. And this is how it's going to sit. This panel right here is going to go the score line. So this score line right here is going to go flush with this edge here. So we're going to put glue on the back here. So let's just go ahead and put our glue on that panel. And we'll go ahead and fold this in like this. Okay, so I'm looking at the top and bottom here. I want to make sure that this is even, top and bottom. And I'm lining up the edge of this lip, this flap, with my score line. Okay, so then press that down. Then we're going to close the door. And this is how it all goes together. I love how this like totally matches, right? This is flush. So now we know where to put the glue, okay? So close this up, and then if I take this and open it, then I know my glue has to go on this panel right here. So let's go ahead and put the glue on here like that. So I'll do a little X just to make sure I got enough glue on there. And then we can just simply close the card in half like that. Press, press, press. Let that glue set up, and then we can flip it over. Like, how easy did that come together? Open it up, and then boom, we've got a little door. Isn't that fun? I can't even get over how easy this card is. And it is like, there's so many ways you could decorate this. Now, if you wanted to, you could put a whole piece of white on the back if you wanted to. You could put a piece of designer series paper back here before you put the card together. But I was happy with the greens. I really wanted to just focus on this middle panel as the focal point. And there we go. So now the front panel, we're going to bring in that new textured paper. And do I have a piece already cut? I thought I did. Maybe I'll have to trim another one. Okay. So let's grab that foil paper, and we're going to cut a piece for the front that measures 1 3/4 by 3 1/4. So let's take our piece and we'll pop that in here. 1 3/4 by 3 1/4. This is the front of the card now. So we're not going to glue that down quite yet. I want to show you what we're going to do with that. Okay, so that's going to go right here on this panel. But first we're going to do a little bit of stamping. So I've got some scrap white here. From the stamp set on the front of the card, I'm going to stamp love and joy. We're going to do this one. So again, I'm going to keep with my color scheme, and we're going to keep it to Old Olive. We're going to stick with the greens. And from the Greetings of the Season dies, let me bring those in again. I'm going to miss these. I don't know, maybe I will use these again next week because I'm so hooked on these dies. There's an oval that sits right there. So that's the one I want to use today. So these dies, the reason I love them is because they're nice and big. You can get lots of greetings on here, but they all can be used as tags because they have the little hole in them. So you can string your ribbon or, you know, whatever it is you're using, linen thread, baker's twine. Let's see if I got enough. No, it's not gonna, I gotta turn it this way. I was trying to see if I had enough room on this piece of white. So we're gonna stamp right there. And then, of course, I could have cut this out ahead of time. I could have cut this oval out and then stamped on it because it's photopolymer, right? So the beauty of photopolymer is you can go ahead and die cut ahead of time and cut out later. Okay, let's close this ink pad because I know I'm probably making some of you nervous. So we're going to put that on there, and we're going to hold it down with a little bit of Post-it tape so it doesn't move or jiggle when I run it through the machine. Now, if you don't have the big boss and you have the little boss will work perfect for this project because this is the only die cut we're using today, actually. So I'm going to bring in my mini boss because my mini boss is getting a little bit, feeling like it's not getting the love, right? I've been using my big boss a lot. So let me grab my mini boss. Thanks, Sandy. Thank you so much. All right, so I grab my little guy. I call this the guy because he's blue. I have the little white one too. You can get a blue one, you can get a white one. This is the boho blue mini boss. All right, so we're putting this onto the platform. With the mini boss, you get a 3.5-inch platform in width, right? So you still got, you can fit lots and lots of dies on here. Then we're gonna put our top plate on. Make sure it's all lined up. And then I do a little bit of yoga. I call this my Stampin' Mini Boss yoga. Put my thumb on the plates, and then I grab my fingers over the top, and that I nudge with my thumb. And then once the wheels catch, then I can hold on to the top of my mini boss and guide it through. And this little thing, look at that. It just folds up like that. It's the size of my hand. Like seriously, it is such a great little tool. I love it. Okay, so we're going to grab that little oval now from my mini boss platform, and we're going to finish this card off. Okay, so put your dies back. Always put your dies back first. And here's my oval. Isn't that fun? Okay, so what we're going to do with the oval, we're going to take that beautiful vanilla satin ribbon that comes with the suite. And this ribbon is just stunning. It is so elegant and gorgeous and soft. You can make beautiful bows with it. So what I want to do is I'm going to take the ribbon and just kind of squish it together so that you can feed it through. And we're going to feed it through the hole. Okay, so I'll give you enough ribbon to be able to do this. You feed it through the hole like at the top like that. And then you can use your fingers and flatten it out a little bit. Pull it back. You don't need that much at the top. So there we go. We want to have a flat piece at the top, and then we're going to wrap this around this piece of textured foil. Okay, so this is how it's going to sit across the foil. So I'm going to flip my foil over. I'm going to bring in my tear and tape and put a piece at the top and a piece at the bottom. And, you know, whenever you're dealing, pardon me, whenever you're dealing with foil, it is wise to use the tear and tape versus the liquid glue, because if you've ever got liquid glue on your foil, it is almost impossible to get it off, right? And then it'll be smudged and your foil will lose its shine, and you don't want that. So stick to the tear and tape when you're dealing with foil, if you can. Okay, so we're going to take this and we're going to center it, and look at that. I got a little bit, it's wrapped over, but see, here's the tear and tape. It's trying to go around to the front. I'm going to pick that up and fold it around the back. I used a little bit too much there. Let's fold that back. Come on, you don't belong on the front, you belong on the back. Okay, so we're going to take this and we're going to wrap. I'm just going to lay it in front, kind of line it up so it's centered. And then I'm just going to take that ribbon and wrap it around the back, and that's going to be anchored down on the tear and tape at the back. And then simply come around the bottom and grab my scissors, give myself enough to wrap. Doesn't have to be straight. It's just going around the back like that. And we'll wrap that around the back until it touches the tear and tape. It's so easy, but now it's flippy floppy. So what we're going to do with that is just bring in a simple glue dot. I don't want to use a dimensional because it's going to make this card even thicker, and honestly I think there's a lot going on in this card that you don't want to make it too thick, right? So we're just going to use a glue dot and just anchor that down like that. You can even, if you feel like you want to stick it down a little bit more on the sides of the foil, you can grab more glue dots if you want to and come in here and just kind of lift up and tuck them in, press them down. Okay, so let's put another one on the other side. Make sure this is anchored down good on the front. Okay, so I'm liking the front. So fun. And the back, now we're going to do, like my friend Christine says, the little tear and tape sandwich. I've got tear and tape that's holding the ribbon down, but don't trust that. The ribbon sometimes has a mind of its own, and it can feed its way out of that adhesive. So you want to put an extra little coating on here so that it stays. There's nothing any worse than making a beautiful card and then having the ribbon pop out, because how do you get that back in, right? I've had it happen and it's not fun. So make sure you got your ribbon anchored down good. And then we can come in with our liquid glue and add more glue to the back so that we got a good, it's going to secure well. Oh my goodness. The strings of the ribbon are stuck to my glue. Look at that. Okay, be careful of that. Okay, let's get a baby wipe and wipe that up. Yikes. We got hair growing out of our glue today. Wow, never thought that would happen. Okay, so we're gonna just tidy up a little bit here. Let's take this, be very, very careful. I said I wouldn't use liquid glue, but I did actually bring it in, but just be very careful with it. And then you're just gonna center this onto your front panel. Just tap it down. And there we have it, my friends. We got a fun fold card that Dawn calls the hidden door card, and I think it's fantastic. I love this style. Thank you, Dawn Griffith, for this spectacular idea that can also be a gift card holder. So last week, the gift card holder, I made a little pocket using the what are they called? Oh my gosh. Greetings of the Season dies. So I used this one, right? I don't know if you remember seeing last Friday's video. I used this one. I just used the bottom portion, and I used this little die to make the little lip so that the gift card would sit down in there. So that wouldn't work on this one because this was too big, but you could use something like well, actually, you know what I would recommend? This is pretty much the size of your gift card. So I would just put a piece of tear and tape or a glue dot there and just put your gift card right on there. Don't worry about making a pocket. You don't have a lot of room to make a pocket on this style of card, but you can still put your gift cards in there. Because I know I love to give gift cards at Christmas. So you can totally adapt this and put a gift card in there. But it will make it a little extra thick. So be mindful of that. If you're putting it in the mail, you may have to pay a little extra for postage. If you're going to mail it. Okay, so there we have it. Let's do a little recap of the week. And good morning, Marge. Good morning, everybody. I missed some of your comments when I was making this card, but I will go back and check them for sure. Let me bring in the cards and do a little recap. I love doing a recap. My Monday to Friday recap of all the cards I've made using this amazing suite. Now the suite, if you try to put the suite number in, it's going to tell you it's not available because the gems are sold out, but they're coming back. But you can still get the two stamp sets, the two bundles, the stamp sets, the bundles, the dies, the paper, the vellum, the satin, right? You can still get all of these things. Thank you, Laureen. Okay, so let's talk about what happened this week. So Monday, we had the Global Design Project Challenge, which was a theme this week. It's circles. So I made this card here. Now, those are the gems I'm talking about. These are not available right now, but they are coming back. So this is a Monday card, okay? Tuesday, we moved on and we brought in that beautiful ribbon and the bell. That's the designer series paper. We cut that out with the die. And there's that big greeting. And then again, that big die that you can use as a tag, or you can use it as your focal point for your card, right? So this was my Tuesday card. Wednesday, I was really itching to bring in a bit more color, a bit more bright color. I cased a card that I saw on the Stampin' Up website, but they didn't have the red panel or the ribbon. They just had the plain border on top, this plain die. And this is again with the seasons, Greetings of the Seasons dies. Hi, Rhonda from Phoenix. Thank you for being here. And then where's my inside? This one of them has an inside piece stamped. Oh, I thought I stamped the inside. Where's my other one? Okay. Every day I make 2 or 3 cards of each style, so I never know. Okay, this is the one I did live. This is the inside of it, right? With the holly berries. So the difference in these two is I sponged the edges of this banner, but I didn't do this one. Okay. So I really like the sponging. That's my favorite. So that was my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yesterday, we brought in a different color. We played with the in color Shy Shamrock. We brought Shy Shamrock in with Cherry Cobbler and a little bit of early espresso, and then yet 2 more dies from that set. and we played with the vellum, the white vellum. And this was a fun card to make. Let's see, the inside we stamped with Shy Shamrock, and there we go. We had a little bit of a different color scheme. And then today we have our fun fold inspired by Don Griffith, and there we have it. I hope you had fun watching these cards as much as I had fun making them. It was a great week. So there's my host code at the top of the screen. If you want to screen capture this, is a great time to do it. If you live in Canada, this host code will be in effect till midnight on Sunday. You can place your minimum $60 order to get your 5 card kits from me. You will get all of the cardstock pieces, designer series paper pieces. You do need to have your own dies. I don't run the dies, so you do need to have the dies. Okay, so you're going to need to have these dies. Thank you, Mary. That's so kind of you. And you're going to need to have this stamp set, okay, so that you can do your stamping. I cannot stamp for you. That is a Stampin' Up! Rule. So you're going to need to, or if you don't want to have those stamps, you can get the dies and then, use your own Christmas stamps if you want. So I hope that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions about anything I've shown you, or, anything that I have chatted about if it was not explained clearly. Thank you so much, everyone. I can't even believe it's Friday. Where did this week go? I mean, it flew. It absolutely flew. 10 Christmas cards in 2 weeks. That's amazing. I hope I've inspired you to get a head start on your Christmas cards. I am so excited to have so many Christmas cards done now. Getting them done early. You will thank yourself in November or December. A lot of people have a deadline of, this week did go very fast. So a lot of people have a deadline of December 1st. They want to get all their Christmas cards in the mail. So if you use these ideas that I've shared with you in the last 2 weeks, you're going to... Krista said, how about Christmas tags? Maybe I will throw some tags in next week, but I think I'm going to move on. I'm not quite sure. It's been quite a 2 weeks of Christmas, I must say, and I've had fun. I've had fun showing you these beautiful products that you can get on our website, on the online store. These were online exclusives, so if you're looking through the catalog, you won't find them there. You have to go onto the website and click on the link, the little section of the website that says online exclusives, and you can see all the other amazing products that they've brought in for online exclusives. The reason they call them online exclusives is because this is the way that Stampin' Up! Is able to give us new ideas, new products in a faster, timelier manner, right? If there's something new and trendy, Stampin' Up! Can jump on board and offer us these products without having to wait for 2 years for a publication to be printed and sent out, right? So I'm excited about online exclusives because I love getting new products. I love seeing new things. And we're going to be getting these online exclusives like every couple months, right? So it's a fun way to keep your products fresh. All right. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend coming up. I hope you get a chance to sit down and make a card or do some stamping or some scrapbooking. Let's see here. Is there any way we from the US can get the PDFs? Yes, indeed. I am going to be working on that. I know I've said that for, I've been saying that. I've been trying to pin down my design, honestly. And that is, sometimes I get caught up in the design of things and it holds me back. So as soon as I have PDFs ready, there are some PDFs over in my online store. I'm part of an all-star design team, and there's some like knock it out of the park PDFs over there from the all-star design team. So you can go and purchase those. But that tutorial store, you'll want to bookmark that because that's where I'm going to be doing my tutorials going forward for both my cards and my scrapbook pages. I have some fantastic scrapbook pages coming up as well. I have a scrapbook club. We do 4 pages every single month, so 2 12 by 12 layouts. And I love to share those with you because scrapbooking was one of my first passions and I have continued it. Even though I've watched Stampin' Up! Lose some of their scrapbooking supplies, I am over the moon excited, and so is my scrapbook club, to know that we're getting more scrapbooking products back. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Stay tuned for that, you guys. They have told us that there's going to be a brochure of products available in September. We haven't seen anything yet, so it's going to be an amazing surprise, and I cannot wait. I am so excited. All right. Krista says, watch the Facebook videos. Is that what you're going to do? Rewatch the Facebook videos. Yep. And I will get these uploaded onto YouTube as well. So, because sometimes I find YouTube, it's easier to search and find videos versus, that brochure, Elaine, is going to be available, they said, in September, and it's going to be available to everyone at the same time, demonstrators, customers. So yeah, there's going to be some really exciting new scrapbooking things coming out. Yeah. Thank you, Sharon. All right. Have a great weekend, everyone. And I hope you get a chance to relax and enjoy yourselves. And I will see you on Monday for my next video at 9 a.m. Mountain Time. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.